Africa. According to new reports, King Misuzulu's second wife pours hot water on his siblings because she does not want them to keep dragging properties with her husband. Please like this video as you watch. Tensions inside the Zulu royal family have reportedly erupted into violence after King Misuzulu Kazwelithini's second wife, Queen Nkosi Misuzulu, allegedly poured hot water on one of the king's siblings during a heated argument about royal assets and inheritance. The shocking incident, which is said to have occurred at one of the royal residences in KwaZulu-Natal, has sent ripples through the nation and further exposed the deep cracks within the royal household. What started as quiet disputes over property ownership has now turned into a public scandal that threatens to overshadow the Zulu monarchy's legacy of honor and unity. Since the passing of the late King Goodwill Zwelithini in 2021 and his queen, Queen Mantfombi Dlamini Zulu, the royal family has been locked in a bitter internal power struggle. The issue of who should control the vast royal estates, which include ancestral lands, cattle, luxury homes, and various trusts, has become a recurring source of conflict among the late monarch's children. Although King Misuzulu was officially crowned and recognized as the legitimate heir to the throne, his reign has not been without opposition. Some of his siblings reportedly believe that his rule and decisions concerning family property have been influenced too heavily by his wives, particularly Queen Nkosi, his second spouse. These disputes over money, assets, and influence have strained relationships within the once united royal family. Sources close to the palace claim that some siblings have been demanding an equal share of their late parents' assets, while others insist that all royal property belongs collectively to the reigning king. According to multiple insider accounts, the altercation that allegedly led to the scalding incident began as a verbal exchange that quickly spiraled out of control. Two of the king's siblings reportedly confronted Queen Nkosi at the royal homestead, accusing her of interfering in matters beyond her role as the king's wife. Eyewitnesses claim that the siblings accused the queen of manipulating the king's decisions and excluding them from discussions regarding the estate and royal finances. The confrontation reportedly grew more heated as emotions flared on both sides. It was during this tense moment, witnesses say, that Queen Nkosi allegedly grabbed a pot of hot water from the kitchen area and threw it toward one of the king's sisters, scalding her arm and chest. Panic ensued as royal attendants and guards rushed to defuse the situation and provide medical assistance to the injured sibling. The injured family member was later treated for burn wounds and is said to be recovering, but the emotional and symbolic damage caused by the incident appears to have shaken the royal family to its core. As expected, the Zulu royal household has maintained strict silence regarding the matter. Calls for official comment have been met with either no comment or denials of any public statement being prepared. However, those familiar with palace affairs confirm that tensions in the household are at an all-time high. Despite the lack of confirmation, news of the alleged assault has already flooded social media platforms, where South Africans have expressed a mix of shock, sympathy, and disappointment. Many citizens have voiced their frustration over the ongoing royal drama, lamenting how the Zulu monarchy, a centuries-old institution representing dignity, heritage, and leadership, has been repeatedly dragged into controversy since the late King Zwelithini's passing. Others have come to the Queen's defense, claiming she has been unfairly attacked and pushed beyond her limits by those who continually challenge her husband's authority. She's protecting her husband and her household. One supporter commented online, "If people keep disrespecting the king, tempers are bound to flare." This alleged incident is yet another setback in what has already been a turbulent reign for King Misuzulu Kazwelithini. Since his coronation, he has had to navigate through waves of internal disputes, political scrutiny, and questions surrounding his leadership and the legitimacy of his succession. The king's efforts to preserve his late father's legacy have been repeatedly overshadowed by accusations of mismanagement, rumors of financial irregularities within the royal trust, and relentless family feuds. Those close to the monarch claim that Queen Nkosi has stood by his side through every controversy, serving as both his emotional anchor and most vocal defender. However, the alleged violent altercation could potentially damage her reputation and, by extension, the credibility of the king's administration. The king has been under tremendous stress, a palace insider said. He faces pressure not only from political figures and traditional leaders, but also from within his own family. It's a difficult position for anyone to be in, let alone someone tasked with uniting a divided kingdom. In the wake of the alleged altercation, reports indicate that senior members of the royal council and respected traditional elders have begun urgent mediation talks to defuse the situation before it escalates further. The elders, who serve as cultural guardians of the monarchy, are said to have expressed deep disappointment over the alleged act of violence, warning that it undermines the respect and sanctity of the Zulu royal heritage. Violence should never take place in a royal home, one elder reportedly remarked. Disagreements will happen, but they must be handled with wisdom, patience, and dignity. The late King Zwelithini always preached unity and self-restraint, especially among family. The council is expected to convene a formal family meeting in the coming days to discuss the alleged incident, address the broader inheritance disputes, and restore peace among the royal siblings. The alleged act of pouring hot water has not only made headlines, but also sparked nationwide debates about respect, power, and the pressures faced by women married into royal households. Some commentators argue that Queen Dakoso's actions, if true, reflect the overwhelming stress she faces as a woman trying to protect her husband's throne amid continuous attacks. Others, however, view it as an unacceptable act that demonstrates how toxic the internal environment of the palace has become. Cultural analysts have warned that the ongoing infighting within the Zulu royal family risks eroding public trust and reverence toward traditional leadership in KwaZulu-Natal. "People look up to the monarchy for stability," said a local historian. "When that same institution becomes a battlefield, it weakens the moral authority that binds the community together." For now, the palace remains silent, and King Misuzulu is reportedly calling for calm and privacy as the issue is handled internally. Insiders claim that he has pleaded with his family to refrain from further public confrontations and to respect the legacy of their late parents.